So my name's Ben Grant. I work for Rubber Road Limited, which is the mother company to various business ventures in and around the computer games industry, in particular tradingdetectives.com, which is a comparison website around second-hand computer games, consoles and accessories.
Same as Ben, my name is Matt Precious. I also work for Rubber Road and various business ventures, including tradingdetectives.com.
Cool. So first things first, what led you to the idea of creating Trading Detectives?
So in our previous life we used to work for Game, the retailer.
The Game Station guys.
Yeah, Game Station. And our last project was based out in Australia. We were the challenger brand. We had 125 stores, and our biggest competitor was a big retailer by the name of EB Games or GameStop in the US. And pre-owned trading was one of the unique points of difference that we had over the competition, but it was the best kept secret. We gave the best trading prices, the best deals, the best offers, but it was just swallowed up by GameStop. So what we could really have done with was a comparison website that showed our pricing versus some of the competitors to show consumers and gamers that we gave the best deals out there, but one didn't exist. And then when we came back to the UK about 12 months ago, we noticed there was a raft of comparison websites. Go compare the market, confused.com. It seems to be, in this day and age, everyone is comparing house insurance, car insurance, you name it, there's a comparison for it. Broadband, telephone, business insurance. The one thing it wasn't was comparing the trading value of computer games, and they're wildly so much. So I think at the moment The Last of Us, a certain retailer's given £10 trading for it, whereas other retailers are given 23. So there's a £13 difference between retailers that are in the same town on the same high street.
£10 for that game? Sorry. That's kind of also answered my second question, which is how your previous careers helped with the setting up the Trading Detectives.
Well, Matt was previously general manager for Game Station on pre-owned.
So I looked after Game from a global point of view. So as I say, both brands in the UK, but also in Europe and Australia. So quite a few stores across the globe for Game. So I did the pre-owned there.
Okay, so that leads into that. So yeah, with the tricky subject matter of tradings and pre-owns, dealing with, especially in the press and with publishers and stuff, have you faced any harsh opposition to what you guys are doing?
I think it varies by people. I think people have an opinion, one way or the other, about pre-owned. I think the first thing for me will be to split it out. There's trade-ins and there's pre-owned, and I think they're a very different market. So trade-ins is the part of the market where people obviously trade in their old games, use it as currency. It helps grow the market. A lot of people use those games to go and buy and purchase new games. The side of trading is what that actually generates is pre-owned, and I think it may be publishers or even certain people may have that opinion that it's pre-owned that is damaging the industry. So I think you've got to look at it two ways. The first one for me with the trading side, what does trading do to the industry? Well, for me as a specialist out there, so take GTA for instance, big game at the moment. How many people do you think traded in to buy GTA? A vast majority of them. I would expect in an independent or a specialist retailer, over 50% of the people use their old games to be able to afford to buy GTA. So, if you take that as, I don't know what, so half the people went to a specialist or an independent, so 25% of people use their old games to trade. That's a vast amount of people being able to afford GTA. So that's got to help grow the market. It sells 2.25 million copies in the first 5 days. I reckon 25% of those were down to people trading in. So that's a big grower for the market. I think on the other side of that, you've got the pre-owned side. People look at that and say, well, is pre-owned heads in the market? I would say so. If GTA sold 2.25 million, 1.5 million in the first 24 hours, how many copies of GTA pre-owned do you think will be sold in the market in the next year? I would say in the next 12 months, in every single retailer, a pre-owned copy of GTA will be less than what was sold at launch within the first hour.
Yeah.
So you have to look at 25% of the market grew off the back of trade-ins, but in the next year, a small fraction of that will be traded back in and sold as pre-owned. Then did trade-ins help grow GTA, or did the pre-owned damage GTA? So I think people need to look at it in different ways. And, you know, if you couldn't trade in your old games, you'd buy less.
Yeah.
It's just if you just wouldn't have.
When I was at the game station, you were just getting people trading all the time and how they afford to do stuff. It was good. It was good to see. So how? Because obviously you have lists of trading prices from a lot of different retailers. I mean, how easy was it to get those numbers? Do you collaborate with them on them, or
yeah?
Do you
make the point of going around and visiting all the retailers. We didn't want to be a faceless business that literally just got the data. So we went and asked permission from every single retailer. So we've got certain retailers that are physically giving us the data, and some have given us their blessing to obtain their data through scraping methods. We've also got more retailers coming on board in the near future as well.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And it's like is it continually updating? How often do you update the prices? Or
every day.
Every day?
Yeah, every day, yeah. So the prices are as accurate as possible. Some retailers update their pricing every hour.
Yeah.
Some retailers update their pricing once a week. It varies. It varies wildly, but we update it every 24 hours to get you the best possible comparison out there.
That's pretty cool. So seeing as you guys actually don't do the physical trading and you just help do stuff, how do you think the market of online passes is going to has affected traders, especially seeing as now EA have decided to drop them and most other publishers have dropped them? Do you think that's going to boost trading, or do you think it's going to stay as continual as it always was?
I don't. To be honest, with the online passes, I didn't really see it damaging pre-owned at all. All it meant was that, you know, the customers say bought a pre-owned version of the game FIFA. What it meant was that then they had to go and buy a pass. Then majority of retailers just made FIFA cheaper to compensate for the fact that the customer had to go out and buy the pass. So I don't think it really affected it. I think the person that lost on that was the customer because they had to pay more money, but I don't think it affected the amount of FIFAs traded in. I don't think it affected the amount sold. But what I do think is the consumer ended up paying more money. So I think it's a good thing that it's not there because the consumer wins.
But you don't think it's going to affect the amount of trading people were doing it anyway?
I think, you know, if you want FIFA 14, you're going to trade in FIFA 13, 14.
You do obviously the trading and your trading practice is a big focus, but your site also contains things like the hints and tips sections, many small blogs, funny stuff. Was that the idea to have a community around the site as well, or was that just to keep people around?
Yeah, I think talking about trading in games or just having a comparison site is quite boring, it's quite dull, so we wanted to add stuff around that. We do want to try and cultivate a community that will actually help us go and investigate and get the best deals out there. And tell us what they are. Certainly one of the most successful areas of the website at the moment are the blogs and the news and the hints and tips. Currently we're doing a daily hints and tips around Grand Theft Auto 5 and it's absolutely gone bananas around the world. It's literally, we are getting so much traffic off the back of that. So hopefully also people are coming in and using the trading checker to make sure that they are getting the best deals out there and the best possible prices for their old games when they're trading in.
Cool. Finally, look, because obviously you're primarily there for the trading stuff, how do you guys get the money out of it essentially? Is it purely advertising, is it like a subscription model for updates, or?
There's three ways that we're looking to monetise the model. We've been very upfront and honest with that, with the retailers, but also on the website we actually tell people how we're monetising it. So we are getting a revenue stream from Google advertising on there. We're also, the data that we're compiling, we're also looking to share back with our retail partners so that they can better understand what's going on in the marketplace. So as I said, The Last of Us, there's a massive disparity between pricing. One retailer's offering £10, one retailer's offering £23. So ultimately consumers should be getting an extra £13. The retailer that's offering £10 doesn't realise that they are the lowest in the market. So hopefully, we're given the reports, they offer better pricing. So hopefully the consumer ultimately is going to win as retailers see how they're faring against the competitors. At the moment, most retailers are setting their trading prices very insular. We're hoping to expand the mine or the data that they're given, so they can better run their pre-owned and trade-in prices. Ultimately, the consumer's going to get a better price for that.
So your idea is to essentially help grow the trading market
Yeah.
completely, or more than it's bringing on.
It's to educate retailers to give it a better price, so ultimately the consumer wins. And I think the biggest threat to the industry right now is eBay. Is that consumers seem to think that they're getting a better deal on eBay. There's 334,000 different games, consoles and accessories listed on eBay today, which equates to around 15 million units. So without a doubt, the number one player in the pre-owned and traded market is eBay. Without a doubt, that's money leaving the industry.
But yeah,
Consumers think they're getting a better deal on eBay. It's not necessarily the case by the time you factor in your final sales percentage, which is around 10% of the final sale price. Your PayPal commission, the postage and packaging costs your own personal time. It's not necessarily the best deal. But what's more important with that is that that money is leaving the industry. It's not money that's been traded in for a new computer game. If someone's selling FIFA 13 on eBay, that money could be spent on anything.
yeah.
When that FIFA 13 is traded in at any retailer, it's been traded for another computer game product. So I think our job is to try and show consumers that what the going rate is for their game, and B, where they're going to get the best deal for that, and hopefully try and keep that money inside the gaming industry.
Okay, pretty cool. Have you also thought about, with the game reward codes, so like getting how many points people will be getting on their cards as well when they purchase or do trades?
Yeah, that's probably a phase 2. So
Yeah.
I think there's definitely other benefits other retailers have. So yes, you do get trading points and certain behaviours. So that would definitely be something that we want to try and match apples with apples.
Yeah.
And we're doing the comparison. Yeah.
So you've got obviously you want a forward strategy, everyone does, but you've got ideas of where you want the site to go next and have them come through.
Well, yes. So at the moment, we're just comparing the straight trading and cash prices.
Yeah.
Now, just because a retailer's giving you a good trading price doesn't necessarily mean you're getting the best deal, because certain retailers perhaps are charging £70 for Grand Theft Auto 5, but they're offering you a £40 trade-in. So the net purchase is £30. Is that the best deal out there? Probably not. So another retailer might be offering you a lesser trading price, but the retail price of the new release is significantly lower too. So where we want to get the website to is that you enter what game you're looking to buy, what games you've got to trade, and we'll go and do the comparison and tell you the net result of where you're going to get the best deal.